Ranjan from Jabalpur. Advocate Ravi Ranjan.
Respected Chairman and
Advocate Ravi Ranjan, please.
Co-Chairman,
As rapporteur.
though I could hardly get a time to prepare, I have something in my mind which I wanted to produce before you. But still, whatever time I could get from organizing things, I am trying to put my views before you. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Dr. Chirapa to give me this beautiful book, which was published by University of Thailand, and on his 72nd birthday. I thank you very much. Now this you see two figures. In my topic of Tao of Ramayana, I would like to catch your mind and bring to your notice few very relevant things. And one, if you see this figure, you would hardly realize who are these two persons. One is my Guru, Brahmarshi Bhavraji, and other is Charles Darwin. How similar both of them look like. दोनों एक से ही लगते हैं. And so, what I would like to conclude is that the religion and the science are two similar things till we discover that whatever spiritual facts are there are proposed and invented and justified by the science. We call it science, otherwise that is even we call it mythology. Next. Where is the next? This one? Bhaskaracharya. A simple example. Akrashta Shakti Mahi Dayayat. It was not a science till Bhaskaracharya wrote it, and an apple fell on the head of Einstein, head of Newton. जब न्यूटन के सिर पर वो एप्पल गिरता है तो साइंस हो जाता है, उसके पहले वो इंडियन माइथोलॉजी कहलाता है. Is it not the fact? Yeah. And now we come to the other thing, and that is again the Charles Darwin, who said and who wondered why all religions are not equal. Why these all religions are not valid equal. Whatever gyan we have within us, or whatever achieved religious facts or the beliefs we have, these beliefs are like this. We think we are all Gyani people, but this particular Gyan, narrowing ourselves to our own sect, our own religion, will definitely be like this, as knowledge of religion and belief to a particular sect, if we restrict ourselves, will ever be insufficient if it is not widened. It may engulf ourselves also. It may engulf our society also. So we have to be broaden ourselves and bring. So I would like to discuss, usually we keep mum from this platform. I would like to say a few words which are controversial, which are said to be controversial, and we have to talk of it. So this is the platform where we can talk, because silence is my attitude, should not be the attitude of the Gyani people, of the people who have wisdom, people whose words are heard. Rumi, a poet, what he writes, raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunders. So if you raise your words, not your voice, so this is the platform I would like to use for few facts which are important to be discussed here from the platform of India, from the platform of World Ramayana Conference. This is the controversy which has usually come. I would like to discuss of the controversy one, because we cannot escape from it. If we escape it, we cannot escape from it. If we escape from it, we cannot reach, there will be frictions in the society, and we cannot conclude things. There is a Valmiki's shlok which says some words. It is astonishing. People who are politically creating troubles have quoted the name of the Buddha, which means intellection, not the proper noun. This is a common noun used in Valmiki Ramayana, and it means intellection, and not, it's a proper noun used for Lord Buddha. Hinduism has always respected as the Dashavatar Lord Buddha. So we have to come to ask the publishers of this particular book and send information that the rendering of the published things should be clearly mentioned and clearly depicted, and impressions are drawn from the thing. And I would wonder, thousands of years before Buddha has incarnated, how a poet can write a proper name, person's name. So I would like to call it a common, this is not a proper noun, it's a common noun. Next. So together, goodwill of the common Ganges culture may change the world of all gods. We accept from this platform, it is the world of all gods. There are two similarities, three similarities I would like to mention here. And we can, there are diffusion between the thoughts. If we go back, we all believe in rebirth, we all believe in many paths, we all believe in suffering is caused by excessive attachment. So these three things are very common, and these three things are very common in all the religions, in all the world religions of all gods. This is a statue which I found when I visited Southeast Asia. How the Buddha is, because of some weeds, changing the color to the green of Rama. So this is a natural color which has come on the Buddha's statue, and which is saying something by this image of it, by this statue of it, that both are one and the one and the one. There are some practices also very common. Mudras, chakras, yogas, concentration, beads, tilak, idols, temples, sannyas, and the nirvana. So these are the common findings, these are the common words, these are the common ways where usually bhakts adopt and devotees adopt to have their practices of both the sects, both the ways, both the faiths. I'm astonished to find Buddha is mentioned in Puranas. There are lot many Puranas, references where we can find the Buddha's name is there. Lord Buddha's mention is there. And these are the statues which are made with the chakra and shank, which are the symbols of, these are the symbols of Lord Vishnu. So, there are lot many similarities. So, and in this diffusion, we can say that empiricism is the one of the very first principle, Anubhuti Parak. Anubhuti Parak, Buddhism is the Anubhuti Parak. Whether it is external or internal, whatever it is. But Anubhuti Parak and the empiricism is the first principle of Buddhism, and same is mentioned of in Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas, soi janahi jai dehu janai, janat tumai hoi jai. The blessed alone can know thou, whom thou makest known. Once he knows, becomes one with thy unknown, unknowable own. So this is from Manas and Hymns of Himalaya, and Brahmavida Brahmaiva Bhavati. This is I mentioned from so many literature of ancient India. Karma. I would like to skip this slide. Karma, as mentioned, is Sutta Nipat. Same is mentioned. Karma Pradhana Vishwa Kari Rakha. And now there are so many examples. Self, non-self. These are very many examples. I would not like to mention because of the short of the time. But definitely I would like to come to this slide. Who have read Ramcharitmanas, which we can compare with the Dham Chakra. This is the similarity. Ashta, right view, right resolve, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right efforts, right mindfulness, and right samadhi. And same is the mention of Tulsi, who has mentioned in a Dharma Chakra, which has been narrated by Lord Rama to Vibhishan and others on the war footing. And Tulsi worships Buddha. Tulsi definitely must have been impressed by Buddha. He worships there. In Vinay Patrika, he worships Ajya Bodha Avtare Vande Kripalam. He says Kripal, where he used this word for Ram, he used similar words from Buddha also. Aj Bodh Avatar Vande Kripalam. This is a mention in Vinay Patrika. So, whoever are the follower of Tulsidas have a impression this, and this is a mention that we also worship Lord Buddha as one of the Dashavatars. I was in a conference in Delhi where Venerable Bangala Upatissa, the president of Maha Bodhi Society Sri Lanka, was there. What he told in a meeting there in Delhi, we consider India and Indian population as elder brother, and elder brother need to come forward in every respect of family uprighting and uplifting, upbringing. So these are the words. They have come forward. Dear friends, we have to also come forward and shake hand and come together to bring the soft power together and to bring to the whole mankind, to the world of all gods, the goodwill, the peace and happiness. These are the some pictures which are there in Buddhist prominent countries. So, this is Jabalpur resolution, and I would like to mention here, this Jabalpur resolution says the dominance of one over the other in India especially is due to casteism and not Indian inter-religious friction. If at all there is any friction or at all conflict, it is due to society manufacturing, society structure of casteism, and this is not at all inter-religious. I have traveled far and wide in India, and I've met so many people of Buddhist culture, and I'm sure it is because of the casteism and not this is not at all inter-religious friction, at least whatever I have noticed in India. Question of Buddha as avatar is a political issue. It's not a social issue, so let society decide it and not the politics. So again, I'll conclude with the words of Darwin, who was a scientist, who was an spiritualist, who wondered why all religions should not be valid equally. Thank you.
धन्यवाद Dr. Akhilesh Gumastha. Seeing Ram everywhere, in idols, in